What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, the Gauntlet Series rolls on for the Beat Studio Buds Plus. Their opponent will be the Soundpeats Engine 4 earbuds. All right, this should be a real fun head-to-head. I can't wait to see how this iron pans out. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, for those who want the price, specs, and app breakdown for each of these earbuds, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description for my unboxing videos for both of these. That way you can go ahead and check that out. And then come on back and join us for this head-to-head. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out. All right, as you can see, let me go ahead and pull one of the Engine 4s. As we take a look, as you can see, both of them are of the in-ear form factor. As you can see here, let's take a look at the Studio Buds Plus real quick. As you can see, they got the ergonomic contour here on the back side, which sits right into the ear well. They will also have an actual physical touch button here. Just almost exactly the same as the original Studio Buds. So I lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that. So you do have that, like I said, you do have that touch control there, and a very comfortable fit and feel here. All right, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Engine 4s. Sorry about that. My dog's making moves, and I just will make sure he all right. Okay, so again, another in-ear style earbud, more of a triangular shape. I like the fact that they do have this grip texture here, so it makes it easier to pull them in and out, at least out of the out of the case rather. I am rocking CP360 ear tips from SpinFit on these. I do like just the overall design of it. Of course, as you can see, me get that. You can see the Soundpeats logo in there inside the earbud there on the touchpad there. I just like the way these guys are situated and made. The only thing I wish these guys had were the in-ear sensor. The only thing missing, I think. Very comfortable in the ear, very lightweight. Will protrude out just a little bit because of their style, but still not like completely out of the ear, so they can be somewhat discreet looking. Again, both of these are very light in the ear. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these guys back in, and we're going to go ahead and pull the phone out, and we're going to take a look at these guys in the ear. All right, as you can see here, we'll start off with the Beat Studio Buds Plus. As you can see, doesn't take up a lot of the ear well, and the touch control portion of it sits right perfectly here in the middle. Once you get it twisted and locked in, it sits comfortably there, so it's not putting any pressure on the lower cartilage or the conjure. I think I'm saying it correctly, but the lower cartilage here, which leads to a lot of pain and ear fatigue. But it sits right there, so it's very comfortable where it's not resting on that portion of cartilage there, but instead it's resting on the rest of the earbud behind it. So again, a very, very comfortable earbud to wear. And here is the Engine 4s. As you can see, that rectangular shape there doesn't take up a lot of the ear well, but does protrude out a little bit from the ear once you have it twisted and locked in. But again, very comfortable, and you got you got a fairly nice size touch surface there to actuate any functionality that you may need on the earbud. Again, very, very comfortable earbuds to wear long term. The weight is distributed nicely. So again, this one kind of sits on the conjure a little bit, but because of the weight distribution, you listen to these long term without any issues with ear fatigue or anything like that. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is continue our comparison testing, and then we're going to come back for the sound test. Stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Beat Studio Buds Plus earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beat Studio Buds Plus earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beat Studio Buds Plus in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beat Studio Buds Plus in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Engine 4 earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Engine 4 earbuds in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Engine 4 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Engine 4 earbuds in a crowded location. All right, we are back in. We got the sound test ready to go. We got the Beat Studio Buds Plus in ear. We are in noise canceling mode. And since there is no EQ or any type of sound settings that we can adjust here in the app, we're just going to go ahead and jump into our music. So let me see here. All right, we'll come back to him. Let's get back into our rundown. Here we go. Actually, make sure we're at our optimal listening level. Yep, there we go. Let's get it. All right. Very nice, very clean sound. Really nice, crisp piano play there. Sounds really good. All right. And again, you got that the echo from when she's singing, so you got that detail. Now here comes the rest of the instruments. All right. Got that nice little sub bass from the cello, but the other string instruments, the soundstage widened out. Sounding really good. All right. Again, very nice sound. Very, very smooth. Very clean. If you, I like it. I like the sound. Here comes now that you got the chorus in. You got that spatial audio type feel now. Now you got vocals all around you. Sounds really good. All right. Very nicely sound. Very nice sound. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over to our bass song. Here we go. Gosh, let's go. Nice sub bass rumble. All right. It's hitting, and then you get that sub bass hit. It doesn't dissipate too quickly, but it sounds really good. All right, and it continues to hit. Okay, I'm liking this. All right, now the vocals are in. Very clean. Nothing's losing out here. I like the balance. But that bass is hitting and it reverberates. I just really wish these guys had an EQ. God, man, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but I really wish they did. And then here goes the bridge. All right. I love that bass hit and rumble. I wish they were naturally louder, and I wish they had a EQ setting. These guys would be easily at one of my top 10. All right. Okay, I got a little carried away in there. Let me go ahead and jump into our final song here. Let's go. All right. Again, nice, clean sound. Got that nice little sub bass rumble with the keyboard. Here comes the saxophone. Nice and crisp. Nice and crisp. Again, wish it was just a tick louder. Naturally. I mean, I can always turn it up, but a tick louder naturally. But you still get a good sound. Don't get me wrong. You can still get good sound. For my taste, I wish it was a tick louder. I think it would have brought out more of the bass and more of the other songs. Here's a high note. Oh yes, very crisp. Now we got the rest of the band coming in. Nice wide sound stage. Very smooth sounding. Nice and nice. Just a nice soothing sound to it. I I have to give it to him. All right, again, just with I'm gonna keep harping on this because I really wish they did. I just wish they were just a little bit naturally louder. And I'm not gonna say anything else about the other thing that I wish they had. But we all know uh, these guys could use one. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get these swapped out. We'll get the engine fours up into the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in for the sound test for the Soundpeats Engine 4s. We got them in the air. We're in the app. And full disclosure, there was an app update or a firmware update for the earbuds. And the only thing they said it would change or fix was known issues. No other description. But I wanted to keep that 100% with you guys. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump in. They do have their own customized equalizer, so we're going to use them in customized settings. All right, so we go in. As you can see, let's back up real quick. We're going to turn off. We're going to put in dual control. All right, dual device control because we're not going to use LDAC. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and use it with SBC, just like the Beats. But however, we're going to use my equalized setting because that's how I listen to them. And they do not have active noise canceling. So that's another thing to the benefit of the Studio Buds. All right, plus rather. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the equalizer settings. As you can see, these are my EQ settings here. So we're going to get this paired up. Well, split screen it. We got Old Money already queued up. Make sure we at our optimal listening level. We are there. All right. Let's go. Let me back this up. There we go. Again, already you can tell the volume is naturally louder. I can literally turn it down a tick. Actually, I took it down a tick, and it's still naturally louder than the Beat Studio Buds Plus. Okay. Again, very clean vocals, very clear. Piano sounds nice and sharp, nice and crisp, rather. All right, now we coming in with the rest of the instruments. Again, very nice, bright sound. Got that nice little bit of bass from the cello, but the sound stage is nice and wide open. Very clean. It feels like I could turn my head in any direction. It feels like I'm still getting that music, like almost a spatial audio feel. I like the way earbuds are doing that nowadays. Here we go with the chorus. Again, very clean, very balanced sound. Sounds really good. All right. Very clean sounding. I like that. And again, I got vocals in both ears, so it sounds like I'm at the concert. Really good. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and jump in to our bass song. And you know what? I was just thinking. A lot of people are going to get upset. I'm going to go ahead and switch this up. All right. A lot of people are going to get upset about this, but I'm going to switch this up. They may or may not. I don't care. What we're going to do is we're going to go and just Let me see. Maybe see if I can go EQ. No, I don't want to do all that. Let me see. Can I? Yeah, this is what we're going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and just go with that. Just play these with uh Soundpeats, their own their classic preset. I'm not going to use my EQ. I was sitting here and I was listening to it. I said, "There's no way it's even competitive at that point." So we're gonna go ahead with the Soundpeats classic preset, and we're gonna go with that. All right. Now again, I can't. I'm not gonna replay the first song. So we're going to scratch that one from the competition here. I know I'm going to get some blowback in the comments, but that's what we're going to do. All right. So in the comments, we're only going to go with the second song as well as. Let me get back. All right. Let me get this squared away here. All right. There we go. We're going with the second song as well as the last song. So we're not going to count the first song. I'm going to scratch that one from this one. So remember, we're in the presets. We're in the Soundpiece Classic preset. There we go. Let's go to Gosh. Let's get it. Already. Again, still much louder. The bass is hitting. You got that reverberating sub bass. Hitting nice. And okay, it sounds really good. I love it. And it got a more of a balance to it, in my opinion, with this one. All right, now here comes the vocals. Sounds really good. I'm really appreciating this. That bass hits and it rumbles through. I'm just sorry about the lack of commentary. I was just focusing on the bass and it just sounds so good. Here goes the bridge. All right. Again, nice wide open sound stage. Bass is hitting. You sound like you at a club. You give me that club feel when you like walking through, with your drink, not trying to spill it. You got that vibe right there. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. I love that. I just love that bass. Love that sub bass rumble. It sounds so good. All right, let's go ahead and get into our final song here. All right, here we go. All right. Nice clean start. Nice little sub bass with the keyboard as usual. These guys don't disappoint. Here comes the saxophone. All right, very clean sounding. Nice, crisp sound. Now, I'm paying attention to the background instruments as well. They sounded very sharp, very crisp as well. Nicely balanced. No one is shining at the detriment of anyone else. I love that detail. High note. Here we go. Nice and crisp. Very clean. Now we got the rest of the instruments in. Now it's a party. Got a nice wide sound stage. Everybody's clean and clear. Just sounds really good. Very clean. Oh, love it. Oh, that's a great, nice sound. That's one of my favorite songs in the world, and it don't disappoint. If I know people will see it and be like, Kenny G, really? No. Listen to this song. Get your best sounding earbuds or headphones. get your EQ set up, sit down, and enjoy this song. It's nothing but instrumental, but man, it is amazing. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. Then I'll come back with my final thoughts. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. Final thoughts on this head-to-head Gauntlet Series Episode 2 for the Beat Studio Buds Plus and their opponent, the Soundpeats Engine 4s. And I have to get to the crux of it. Again, I'm scratching song number 1 because I felt after doing the review of song number 1, I felt as though it was already an unfair challenge. Because of that, I know you guys want to say, well, the first one you did the EQ, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. But from now on, I'm going to try to make this as fair as possible, going across the board because of the fact that the sound beats. No, what am I talking about? Sound beats. The Beat Studio Buds Plus does not have the features that other earbuds that I have lined up for this Gauntlet series does have. So I'm gonna try to make it as even as possible, as fair as possible, to see what we get. All right. So now let's go ahead and talk about the Beat Studio Buds Plus with the second song, Gosh. You got a good bass rumble, sub bass rumble. It was really nice, really clean. Again, the natural volume is the detriment of these earbuds and the lack of. Again, I'm gonna say this every time, and I think this would be the holdback for me on these guys entering the top 10 or even getting high, getting up the top 10 ladder, is the fact that their natural volume isn't where it is, where I like it to be, and the fact that it does not have an EQ in the app where we can fine tune the music, the sound rather. But other than that, you got nice clean vocals in that song as well as the third song. Well, not the third song. You just had nice open sound stage. The instruments were nice and crisp. The saxophone was fantastic, especially on the high note. It was just a real clean sound. I just wish they were a little bit louder as far as volume wise. Again, just a very easy sounding. If you're into easy listening or anything like that, these are the earbuds for you. You get a nice, comfortable sound from them if you're like into easy listening type radio or songs, or they used to have one back in the day. I'm showing my age here. They called it the Quiet Storm. It was all overnight. Very nice, easy listening. These earbuds would really shine on that if they ever brought that back or if they continue to have it on the radio. But very, very nice sounding earbuds that way. Again, I just wish they had a higher volume level naturally, and they had a built-in EQ. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over and take a look and talk about the Engine 4s. The bass on these guys is ridiculous. All right, I'm just going to say that right now. Even when I switched it to the Soundpeats Classic preset, the bass was still thumping, still bumping, and still just give you that sub bass rumble to a boom, and it hits. And these guys are, on top of that, these guys are have a natural bright sound to them. So everything, I turned them down just because, and they still cranked out the sound. These guys get very loud, which is good, especially for you us bass heads. But I even had to turn these down. But again, like the final song, volume was bright, everything brightened up. The background instruments, nice sound separation. The sound stage nice and wide. Everything was nice, clean, and clear. Excuse me, I'm sorry. These allergies, man, I'll tell you. All right, and then of course the lead saxophone was as crisp as ever. The high note uh, was very nice and very clean, and it was just a joy to listen to. All right. So based on the two songs and the change of the preset for the Engine fours, uh, which one would I go with? I would have to say the Engine fours, man. I really would have to. They just overall just give me more sound. I mean, granted, they do not have ANC and everything, but we're not talking about that. But they do give me the sound I want. Uh, and of course, and if I can't find, if it is not there, I can always adjust it with the equalizer. But again, a very good, nice, and of course, their natural volume is bright, so that also plays a role in how the song your audio sounds overall. So it's a really really good sounding earbud. Again, but do not take anything away from the Beats Studio Buds Plus. These are a really good pair of earbuds. I continue to come back to these guys time to time and use them at work, use them here at home. I don't shy away from it. I just some things I just wish they had that they do not have, and one of the things can be fixed by Apple. But actually, both of them can be fixed by Apple, but one will more likely be easier with a firmware update as opposed to uh, the actual natural volume. I don't know. Maybe if they add an EQ, maybe that will you can brighten up the audio that way. That could definitely help. Will Apple do that? I doubt it, but I really wish they would because these would definitely uh, I definitely we get. I believe you get better sound out of them. All right, but again, do not sleep on these earbuds. These are really good. They're even better if you're in the Apple ecosystem. They did tailor these for the Android ecosystem where you can do the audio switch, which I praise them for that. I give them all the credit in the world for that because this is what keeps them in my rotation. The fact that I can use them with both my phone and my tablet at the same time. And I can switch between the two, just like I can do it with the Engine 4s and countless other earbuds I have. Uh, so I give them kudos on that. All right, so I'm going on a rant. So let me go ahead and wrap this up. All right, this has been the Gauntlet Series, episode 2 for the Soundpeats. There I go again. The Beats Studio Buds Plus. Their opponent, the Soundpeats Engine 4s. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey as continue these Gauntlet Series, unboxings, updates, the live stream, which I'm working on, getting another one up and going. I just got new software, new editing software that has streaming service, streaming software to it. So I'm learning that, so that way I can go ahead and get a new live stream on, and hopefully one of these days I can have a guest on and we can chop it up as well. Hopefully. But again, if you want to be a part of all that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when live streams hit or going to drop. Whoops. I think I turned something on. I did. All right, there we go. I turned on some earbuds. All right. Again, like I said, that way live streams you'll be notified of live streams about to launch as well as videos. I know we've got the XM5s coming up, about to be launched. I know Samsung is about to launch the Fold 5 and the Flip 5. I think they're going to launch the Tab S9s, and I think they're going to launch a new set of Hef earbuds. So we'll definitely be taking a look at that. I might even do a live stream that night after the launch, and we can talk about it there. Maybe, hopefully, I can get a guest on, and we can chop it up. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.